Hello, welcome back to another lesson. In this lesson, we'll be considering data security and encryption. So this lesson will be explaining how we can protect what attackers actually want most, which is our data. Data security and encryption form the foundation of trust in modern systems. Why does data security matter? It matters because attackers usually target information and not just systems. Data is the primary objective of most breaches. Sensitive information is often exposed during incidents. Another one is loss of data damages, reputation and trust, and protection must be deliberate, not accidental. To avoid our sensitive information being exposed, to avoid loss of data damages, reputation and trust, protection must be deliberate. It shouldn't be something coincidental or something accidental. Now, what is data security? Data security protects information throughout its life cycle. It prevents unauthorized access, it prevents unauthorized modification, it ensures data remains available when needed, and it is applied to both stored and transmitted data. What are the types of sensitive data? Not all data carries the same risk, so we have different types of sensitive data. The first one is personally identifiable information, which is known to be PII. The second one is the financial records and transactions. The third one is health-related data, and this is very and highly sensitive. And lastly, we have business confidential information and trade secret. Next, we have data states. Data exists in different states. We have data at rest, which is stored on disks or databases. We have data in transit, that is the data moving across networks. We have data in use, that is the data that is being actively processed in memory, and each state requires specific protection controls. Let's now consider encryption. What is encryption? Encryption protects confidentiality. It converts readable data into unreadable form, and for encryption, a key is required to decrypt and restore it, and without the key, the data remains meaningless. Also, it is a core method for protecting sensitive information. Let's consider encryption at rest. Encryption at rest protects stored data. It is used for hard drives and databases. It prevents exposure if a device is stolen. It is common in laptops and cloud storages, and it is critical for lost or compromised hardware scenarios. Next, we'll consider encryption in transit. Encryption in transit protects moving data. It is used when data travels across networks. It relies on secure protocols like HTTPS. It prevents interception by attackers, and it is essential for web and API communication. Next, let's consider the two major types of encryption, which are symmetric and asymmetric encryption. Symmetric encryption uses one shared key, which is the private key, while asymmetric encryption uses two keys, which are the public and the private key. They have different use cases. That is, symmetric is faster for large data, and asymmetric is often used for secure key exchange, and in practice, both are combined. Next, let's consider key management. Encryption is only as strong as its key, so keys must be stored securely because weak key storage defeats encryption, and regular key rotation improves protection, and access to keys must be tightly controlled. Now, let's consider data classification. I want you to know that not all data needs the same protection level. Data is categorized by sensitivity. Examples include public, internal, confidential, sensitive, and many others. And these classifications guide how data is handled, so it guides the protection level, and it also helps reduce unnecessary exposure. Let's now consider data loss prevention. Data must not leave systems without control. Hence, we have data loss prevention. Data loss prevention prevents unauthorized data sharing. Also, data loss prevention tools can help monitor data movements. They also detect suspicious transfer and prevent unauthorized sharing. And lastly, they support regulatory compliance. Next, we'll consider data security and the CIA triad. Data protection directly supports core security goals. Confidentiality is supported through encryption and access control. Integrity is supported through validation and tamper protection. Availability is supported through secure backups and redundancy. And strong data security aligns with the three core principles or the three core pillars of cybersecurity. Now, what are the common data security mistakes that many organizations and security professionals make? Before I mention them, I want you to know that small mistakes can create large exposure. And here are the common data security mistakes. The first one is storing sensitive data without encryption. We must encrypt data. That one is compulsory. Also, we have poor key management practices. The third one is collecting more data than necessary. Only collect the data you need or the data that is necessary. And lastly, we have weak or missing access control. What have we learned so far in this lesson? So far, we have learned that data is the ultimate target in most attacks, that encryption protects confidentiality, that key management determines real security strength, and lastly, proper classification improves protection decisions. Let's take a test together. Here is the question. Which practice is most important for protecting data stored on a stolen laptop? Here are the options. Pause the video, read through the options, pick your answer and drop in the comments, then come back here to play the video. What is the correct answer? A, which is encrypting the hard drive. That's all for this lesson. If you're yet to subscribe to our channel, kindly do that now. Also, do not forget to like, share, and comment. Thank you so much and see you in the next lesson.